This is Nex-Gen Gabi, and today I want to share with you how I'm able to assist my clients in helping them find their perfect investment by using a very simple pro forma that I can share with you in the link below. Now let's get to it. First of all, we want to collect data from the websites. And at the same time, I cannot stress this enough. Just because you find it online does not mean that it's accurate information. The data that feeds these websites is manually entered information by real estate agents. And yes, I see so many human errors. So if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. You could double check on property taxes and property information on your local assessor's website. Now let's get back to it. You will start with acquisition cost, which will differ from asking price and include closing costs. The closing costs vary on whether you are financing the deal or buying it cash, and the costs vary from 1.5% to 5% of the purchase price. Property taxes. When looking at property taxes, make sure you pay attention to what exemptions are applied. Naturally, as an investor, you will not be able to qualify for them. Therefore, you want to make sure that you adjust the tax bill accordingly. If I notice a tax being awfully low, I go to the treasurer's website and search for the most recent second installment bill. The bill will have all the exemption amounts listed, in which case all you need to do is add those amounts back to the amount due. Next, you want to find out how much income the property can bring to you. Whether the property is vacant or rented, my next step is to verify or find out how much the property can generate. I look at the pictures of the listings and hop on Rentometer.com. It is a great tool to give you an idea on what the market is in the area. Rentometer has a free trial report run and paid plans after that. If you're on a budget, which I totally get, I would run comparables on websites such as Trulia or Zillow, with a half-a-mile radius from the subject property to see what the actual rent compares in the area. Always compare apples to apples. Not only pay attention to the condition of the property, but also pay attention to what is included in the monthly rent. I also check if there are any additional income sources, for example, parking fees or coin laundry. For the expenses, I typically factor in 10% vacancy rate. I want to make sure and take into account lost rent during the unit turnover and the time it takes to find another tenant. By the way, this is a great opportunity for me to do a quick plug for a waitlist for my mini course called Guide to Perfect Tenants, where I teach my proven 6-step method for screening tenants. Next is maintenance and repairs. I calculate around 8 to 15%, depending on the common areas and condition of the property. Obviously, if it's a multi-unit, then as the landlord, I will need to budget more for the upkeep of hallways, laundry rooms, and parkings, etc. Same thing applies if the property is old. I usually budget for future repairs such as mechanical replacements, roofs, tuck pointing, etc. Another expense is property insurance. I would strongly encourage talking to a local insurance agent, especially if you are out of town. Each region has its pros and cons. For example, in the state of Illinois, close to Chicago, we have hail and flood coverage, while in California, you have to worry about sinkholes and earthquakes. Therefore, the premiums can vary highly. Next are the utilities. Pay attention to what is paid by the landlord. Examples are water, gas, electric, heat, sewer, snow removal, landscaping, etc. I see some landlords have zero utility expenses because they let the tenants cover them. And on the other side of the spectrum, I see landlords of old multi-properties with only one furnace or one water tank, and they're the ones making that decision of covering all of these expenses. Sadly, what I have learned is that if the tenants are not the ones responsible for paying the utilities, they simply do not care. In their minds, they could care less if the faucet is leaking. They're not the ones that are paying for the water bill. Always check if the property is part of the homeowner association. Depending on the amenities, the assessments can get pretty high. Stay tuned for a video about homeowner associations and what you should watch out for. Quick tip. If you are considering buying property that is part of a homeowners association, please double check on the bylaws and rules and regulations. The HOAs have a reputation of not being investor friendly. Now, moving on to an often missed expense that is an admin fee. In reality, there will be fees such as rental license, village inspections, bank account fees, and setup fees for your company. And finally, add property management fees if you are planning to use a professional. And as a property manager myself, I strongly suggest exploring this option. A great property manager will pay for themselves many times over while saving you many headaches. And with a property manager, you can leverage your time and resources to find new deals. The last piece of this puzzle is financing portion. Are you going to purchase the property cash, or are you putting some money down and committing to a mortgage payment? Make sure you're not forgetting this big expense. Now that we have the basic data, we add up all of the income and subtract all the expenses from it. The number you get is what's called net income, and that is your profit. Yes, overall, long-term real estate appreciates. With that being said, appreciation will not pay your monthly bills. So please make sure that you have enough income to cover the unexpected repairs, and preferably have a reserve account that can float your rental for at least 3 months. If you start running your rental portfolio like a true CEO, you will set up yourself for success and will be able to scale easily. And I hope that is a goal for you as well. Thank you all for watching. Follow me on Instagram for daily real estate tips, and see you in the next video. And as always, where is your future?